try to tie this football game.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
All right, now here we go.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins on first down. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nifty move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Leave it, bring up 48.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Akers.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers with his
second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for two.
Gun.
And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Going right back to Akers.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll find Osborne here.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Hey, no, easy, easy. Good routes here. Two. Through.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
64 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2.
Gun.
It's a run with Akers. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert on the move to his left. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. Now he's loose again. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey, get.
From the red zone now, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Yellow. Listen to me. Leave it. Bring up 48. Yellow. What is that?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Jordan Addison. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Quickly to Addison here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Cam Akers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Palmer. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick strike to Eckler. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.